First, we have no money left.
Okay, it's common for both people.
Okay, something else about Christmas. Okay.
Yeah, something special. You're waiting for your turn, getting concentrated on the topic.
People
You can write.
put up displays and lights outdoors.
You should put up displays and lights. That's good.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Yeah. Many people put up displays and lights outdoors.
Displays.
A display would be something. Oh, for instance,
Displays
might
and
be
lights outdoors.
a sleigh with Santa Claus, or a nativity scene, Christ being
Yeah,
born,
nativity scene is very important.
or it might be a couple of deer, or different
Carrots.
things. Huh?
Carrots.
Carrots. Yeah, right. Carrots.
Yes, good. Now you write. It is your turn to write what we do in Ukraine. You can choose either the 7th of January or the 1st of... Так и будет, кутя. Что? Так любые холоды. Мы берем Крисмас и Новый год. То есть можно за Новый год. Да. Кутя.
A kind of Polish.
Kutia.
Kutia.
Yes, national dish.
Okay, now, Robert.
Maybe I did, and just didn't. Okay.
They make presents also.
If there are children, we open gifts on Christmas morning.
Our Father Frost and
Snow Maiden.
give presents for small children. And come
Small
to
children.
home. Yes. And
They-
come every home. Come every home for
Yeah.
Two every home.
two every home.
Visit every home and you give
Visit,
presents.
yes.
Not Santa Claus.
Yeah, we don't have Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
But there would be forest.
Forest. Father Frost from the forest.
Because of Frost.
From the woods.
Yes.
Forest.
And Snow Maiden.
No,
She knows. No,
E-E-M.
don't.
A-I.
She knows how to spell it.
A-I. Maiden.
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 Yes, we have two characters.
Oh, visit each home.
With
Visit
it.
to every home.
Visit
You don't need two.
each home.
Every.
Ты был я сейчас идешь?
Надо его. Я уже готов.
Yes. Presents, okay. And give presents to. Give
Well, you
to.
have a store.
Or if you had bring, then you could say bring presents for children, but give is to.
Okay, thank you. Robert, it's your turn.
Good.
My turn, okay?
You switch or it's places, right? You go to your place. You come over here.
Churches
Right?
Yeah, no.
Good.
Каждый пишет в сегменте.
have
Может быть, другой маркер.
midnight. Ooh, these things didn't have to-
It exists.
Masses.
Oh, you can use this one.
Oh,
It's
okay.
much better. Keep it. All right, I remove it. It's of no use.
Churches have midnight masses.
А midnight masses это что?
Службы.
Ночью.
Ночные службы.
Место, ночное
Ну, в
место.
принципе,
служба, в смысле, да.
Do you know what a mass is?
Богослужение.
A mass.
All right.
On Christmas night, on New Year's night, we have a lot of fireworks.
Fireworks.
A lot.
At home. Fireworks, yeah. Просто a lot of fireworks.
A lot of help me how it's
Oh, F-I-R,
Фаерка.
F-I-R.
No, it's not home.
W-O,
Только не работает.
W,
W.
K-S.
Примерно, да.
On Christmas,
Они не просто.
we have no fireworks.
No, that's good. I bet myself and relocate to America. I hate fireworks.
I don't like them either.
Oh, it's impossible. My dog is barking all the night because the fireworks disturbed him from sleeping.
Yeah, I was in a couple wars, and that was enough fireworks for me.
It's dangerous.
We celebrate Old New Year.
We celebrate what?
You don't have fireworks because of the war?
No, I don't like fireworks because of the war. But it's
Что
just
такое
it's another
начало?
custom. They do some on New Year's, but Christmas none.
Old New Year. Вообще.
It's what I like the best.
Yeah.
Yes, it's good.
So, yeah, we have New Year and we have Old New Year.
January the 13th. Yes?
We
Yes.
celebrate Old New Year.
Okay, old. New
January.
Year old style. New Year old style. Да, он так называется. Записывай.
Gangnam Style.
13th?
А потом будет не Gangnam Style. Какие только не будут New Year.
Нет, это захват.
New Year Old Style.
That's on Monday, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
this is coming Monday.
Yeah.
Yes, Monday.
There's a good ballet. By the way, this in the Sunni, there's a St. Petersburg ballet will be
I'm sorry.
performing on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our people eat a lot of mandarins Christmas holiday.
We do too. Yeah, quite a few mandarins.
Да.
They have?
Yeah.
But we eat only in winter. Only in December.
Only in December. Oh. We eat them all the time. But I mean, especially, yes, at Christmas we have, for decoration and for eating, we have mandarins.
And we put
And
candies.
we have another one called, I don't know if you have them here, we have tangerines. You have them in Ukraine?
Yeah, we do.
Tangerines, yeah.
Из Грузии.
Tangerines and mandarins.
Маленький.
Да, да.
Tangerine is a little bit bigger than a mandarin. Mandarins are actually better. They're sweeter.
Не считается как
And we put candies on the New Year Christmas tree.
What's Christmas tree?
We put candies. We hand candies. on
Or you
it.
put candy on the tree.
Yeah.
Some people do that in America. There's many ways to decorate trees, and some people put candy on them. But I never did myself. Just never thought about it. We used to put, and now they don't do this very much, they used to put tinsel on trees. Do you know tinsel?
What is
Tinsel, tinsel is thin strips of aluminum. But they used to be made of tin. It was very thin strips of tin. And then they started making them with aluminum, which looked better. The tin ones kind of, and what you did with the tinsel, you put it on each branch to look like ice. It was a big job. And then, after Christmas, you had to take it all down. You know, all these pieces. Yeah. But nowadays, people don't care for that too much. Yeah. Something else they used to do in America, and they still do in Germany, they used to put candles on trees. Well, you can imagine. In Germany one time, I was sitting with 5 other people in a living room, and a curtain caught fire from candles in a German Christmas tree. Wow, and it went kind of fast, but 6 of us went after it and put it out. But that's
Did you
why
call
we
the
don't
fire
have
brigade?
candles in America. And
Did you
Yeah,
call the
it's
fire
too
brigade?
dangerous.
no. Yeah, we put it out. We got it out quickly. But if nobody had been in the room, there would have been a big fire.
Okay, we have one more idea.
So you want something else here? Another point?
Okay, you're welcome.
No, I don't know.
You don't have.
In Ukrainian and in Russian, Ukrainians and Russians people are usually drunk in this period.
Oh, you're drunk.
Are usually drunk in this period, and it's bad point, but I need to write it because we want to win.
Resurrection.
Resurrection. No, this is not only Ukraine.
A little better here would be get. People get drunk. Then the idiom is to get drunk.
Yeah, get
Там
drunk.
то же самое, только по-другому
I
называется.
think
Это
this
же...
is,
Они тоже
now,
купаются?
Нет,
you
конечно.
got your Christmas and your New Year's kind of together. It's the time when you give gifts and also the time when you celebrate the New Year. And people therefore drink a lot. Well, on New Year's, we drink a lot too. But on Christmas, we don't. See, because it's more of a family thing. And New Year's is later. And then everybody gets drunk.
And is there a traditional drink?
Huh?
Is there a traditional drink?
A
Eggnog.
traditional drink?
Yeah, eggnog.
Champagne.
Champagne.
Yeah.
And eggnog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something. Oh, I completely forgot about eggnog.
I hate it.
Yeah, eggnog is...
Eggnog. It's something
Eggnog is a special
horrible,
kind of...
horrible drink.
made of, there's... I
It's
think,
eggnog.
what is it made of completely? There's
Eggnog.
eggs and milk
Mughal.
Yeah,
and
mixed together.
cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Koritsa.
Yeah,
Cinnamon.
cinnamon, milk, and
And
Eggs.
eggs.
yeah,
And then
not
you
white,
can,
but
and it's also sweetened. But I don't know what makes it sweet. Maybe they put honey or something in it. I
it's
don't really know.
industry,
I've drunk
multi-level industry. Yeah,
Uh,
they make miracles about eggnog.
Now, people and children can drink this, okay, but adults often put brandy into the, or you could put vodka even into it. You know, you could do that.
Have you ever done it?
Did
Have
they
you
ever
done
drink eggnog in Ukraine?
Yeah, from America. It is disgusting.
This is disgusting. Is that right? That's pretty good stuff
Maybe
in
without
America.
brandy. Like, I drank it without brandy.
Oh, that's what was wrong.
That was a mistake.
That was
I
a
made a
problem.
big mistake. I'm sorry. Oh,
So,
and coming to the conclusion, I have to admit that Ukrainian team, we won.
Yeah, we're the best.
Thank you. Good forever.
Yeah, my translation.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, and talking about
Your
Christmas.
sentiments.
Girl and boy.
It will be total family.
And we will have a total business.
Наташа, мы далеко отходим. Мы вот должны
We are far from the
Topic, our
topic.
topic.
our
Let's
topic.
get back to
Let's
the
get back to the.
track. Yes, to business.
And I think every
Это каждая уже.
fish will have a name. English name. English name.
George Bush, Barack Obama. Okay, so, I think that in the middle of the class there should be a big round table. Because
This is good for nothing. It's old. Его нужно заменить. Вот этот. It's good
this
for,
table is good.
is good for
It's
nothing.
good for nothing.
Он должен быть заменен.
It should
Ну,
be
только
changed.
что ж брали. Changed or replaced. Наташа,
Еще на
что
видите?
ты там рисуешь?
What are you writing?
Drawing.
Drawing.
Table, drawing.
I'm drawing
I'm
table.
drawing a table.
But it's not round.
Oh well.
Round cannot be.
It's okay.
Еще Юля?
And
Идея.
Maybe one.
I think if we
I think is it Martin Luther King Day,
Oh, when is it?
January 13th?
Oh, maybe then it's the 10th. Okay.
Or is that Columbus Day? You know, I don't remember.
No, Columbus Day is in October.
Okay, then January 13th is Martin Luther King Day.
And what can you tell us about this holiday?
Martin Luther King, do any of you know Martin Luther King?
No,
No. He's a politician.
politician, yes.
Martin Luther King
Campaigner.
was a black minister who
Священник.
led the struggle of black people for civil rights in America.
Civil rights, yes.
And finally, after, I believe it was after Kennedy was killed, somebody shot Martin Luther King. Somebody shot him and killed him.
What about his
In-
famous speech?
Yeah, he gave a famous speech in Washington, D.C. at the Lincoln Monument. In Washington, D.C., you have a long strip of land, and there's two big monuments. One is the high, it looks like a needle, that's the Washington Monument. And then you have a, how would you say, like a square-like building with Lincoln inside sitting in a chair.
Yes.
And it was there that Martin Luther King gave a very famous speech. And I think his words were, "I have a dream."
Yes, it's called.
And that was something that, and then he talked about the dream
He
that he
inspired.
had for black people.
He was killed recently after Kennedy was.
I don't remember if it was before or after Kennedy. I honestly can't remember now. I think it was after.
Okay, I
Is it important?
yes, it is important for me. It is interesting fact, and because after Kennedy's death in America, very many things are changed. in people changed, in people's souls, in people's relationships, and it was the great president, and his death, the greatest president, and his death was the great impact in America.
He
Had impact.
I wouldn't say that he was the greatest president. Personally, I think there were several others who were greater.
And whom do you
But he was much loved.
Yes, much loved.
I admired Kennedy. Kennedy had his personal life was he liked women. And,
Marilyn Monroe.
no, you know what it is, Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, and Marilyn was not the only one. But anyway, about Martin Luther King. So he was famous for that. And we have a holiday, Martin Luther King Day, which is, I believe it's Monday. But, you know, it's like this. In America, people go ahead, take the holidays, and it's just a day off for them. Some of the holidays, like Martin Luther King Day, and also Columbus Day, and even, I'm sorry to say, Memorial Day, Veterans Day. People just take the day off and they don't think about it. It's just a day to have fun, relax. Yeah. Usually now in America, holidays come together with an extra day. Usually they come together with a weekend so that you have 3 days off. And some holidays have a certain date. Okay, they can't change the date of that, but they can put them, they can give you an extra day somehow. Another day that they put together with a weekend is President's Day, which is in February. February, President's Day is a combination of the birthday of President Lincoln and President Washington. Lincoln's birthday was February the 12th, Washington's the 22nd. And so they just put them together in what they call President's Day, and that comes together with a weekend, so the date changes. The date is not always the same. Yeah.
A guy who invented recording machine.
So we have all these great men born in February. We have Roosevelt, Reagan, no, not Roosevelt, Reagan, Washington, Lincoln, Edison,
and you.
You knew I was going to say that, right?
Okay, what about Groundhog's Day? Can you tell something?
Which one?
Groundhog's Day.
The groundhog? Groundhog Day is not really a holiday. That is, it's not an official government day. That happens in February, I believe, also. Is it January or February?
February.
February, okay. And it's like this. There's I can't even remember which state. I think it's Vermont or Maine, maybe New Hampshire, maybe Massachusetts.
Don't remember.
I think it's in the Northeast, okay. There's a certain place, and a groundhog is kind of like a yosh.
Ёжик. Hedgehog.
Maybe not the same. No, I guess it's different. It's about the same size, though, okay? And there's a hole, it comes out from the winter. And if it sees its shadow and goes back in, that means there's going to be more winter. If he doesn't see his shadow, then there's going to be nice weather. You know, there won't be more winter.
Yes, we know this tradition because of the movie, famous movie Groundhog's Day.
I don't know that movie. That's a movie, yeah?
Yeah, there's a movie.
Oh.
And who stars, guys? Please help me.
Don't remember. Это же в «Охотники за привидениями».
Uh-huh. Ghostbusters.
Huh. I haven't heard of the movie.
Oh, but it's old and funny comedy.
Yes.
And you like it.
So that's not an official holiday, that's just a traditional event. Yeah.
And what about holidays in spring? What are they?
Which?
Holidays in spring. Are there holidays in spring?
Let me think for a minute. Yes. Well, you forgot a big one in February is Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah.
You got that in Ukraine now, right?
Yeah.
Again, that's not an official holiday. That's just a traditional holiday. And in America, it's common to buy a woman candy, flowers, and sometimes presents. What about Ukraine? What do they do in Ukraine? What did your husband give you last time for?
We both. Last time?
For St. Valentine's Day.
Last Valentine's Day, my husband
Gave me
gave me
box of candies.
box.
Коробочку конфет.
Of course.
Russian candy, yeah.
Yes, my lovely Ferrero Rocher.
Gold ring.
And 5 gold rings.
Earrings.
Earrings. And earrings.
Well, that's quite a lot. He's very thoughtful.
He's romantic.
Yes. And flowers.
And flowers too. Wow.
Интересно, 23 февраля.
Okay.
Did you give any girl a present? Or
Oh, I think he has a lot of girls to give presents.
that could be expensive on Valentine's Day.
Yes, we have 2 holidays, but we'll speak later about Ukrainian holidays. So,
Let me tell you something more about Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is also for children. And even in schools, we used to bring Valentines, small cards, for everybody in the class. And so you always got a lot of Valentines. Everybody was giving Valentines.
We've had in school.
Do they do that in schools here?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, but it was some big box on the
mailbox.
mailbox.
Oh yeah, we did that. I've done that
At the
also.
entrance.
At the entrance.
Yeah.
And some people who wanted put their small cards, and after lessons, как дежурный класс.
Some guys put this Valentine's to the
A duty guy.
A
Guy
duty guy go every class and take this small.
He delivers these cards. Раздает.
Yes, delivers. Yes, in every class.
I went to a school where one time, they had a box, and it was for just people in the class. So you didn't have to give everybody, you can just give your favorite girl or something.
Yes,
like
it's
that.
But you may try,
It's different in different schools.
yeah, it depends on school.
Okay, next great holiday, Independence Day.
Oh, yeah.
Independence Day, yes. Do you know when that is?
Independence Day.
Yes, in the US, when is it? On the
Independence.
4th of July.
4th of
Great.
July.
4th of July, yes.
I saw.
Marcus was in the US.
One more time.
Where were you there on an Independence Day? Yeah. Where? In what state or what city?
Tennessee.
Where?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Oh, in Tennessee. Oh.
The Garden Gadlinburg City. Gadlinburg. Do you know?
Oh, I could
Garden
help you.
Brook?
Gadlinburg.
I don't know that. That must be a kind of a small town, huh?
Yes, very
Oh,
small.
I don't know.
Smoky Mountains.
Smoky Mountain.
Mountains.
The Smokies.
So Robert, so what's
Did you see fireworks?
Yes, I saw.
yes, I did.
Saw
Yes, I did.
fireworks.
Yes, I did.
What is
Yeah.
special about this day?
Well, of course, Independence Day was the day in 1776 when the Declaration of Independence was drafted. Actually, it wasn't signed until the 6th of July. But everybody just accepts the 4th of July as Independence Day. Truly, it was the 6th.
Was it
Oh.
after the War of Independence?
Oh yeah, that right away that caused. Yeah, those were fighting words. Yeah. Every person, excuse me, every person who signed the Declaration of Independence could have been hung. They risked their lives to do that. Yeah. Because the King of England, I'm losing my voice here. Excuse me.
Water or tea or coffee or what?
Just vodka. Yeah, that's good. All right. Maybe a little water. Yeah,
Okay, maybe a little hot water.
perhaps, or just warm.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
tea.
Good tea.
A drop of vodka.
No.
There you go. Can is everybody?
Третий брат.
Because the King of England declared, said that these people were traitors and could be hung. So for the whole war, those people had to hide. Yeah, they had to hide.
Yes.
And so on the holiday, it's a big time in America for, as he knows, for picnics and fireworks, barbecues. Americans love to barbecue. And I don't know about Ukraine, but in Russia, they sell a lot of barbecue sets now. They do here too? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There's shashlik, yeah.
Do you have a Women's Day?
Women's.
Women's Day.
You know, that's on March the 8th. That's International Women's Day. And I don't know why, but this is not a well-known event in America. There are organizations women's organizations that celebrate this, but it's not a national holiday. I think it's because we have a Mother's Day. Yeah, we have a Mother's Day and we have a Father's Day. And those are both on Sunday. And Mother's Day is in May and Father's Day is in June.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always on Sunday. And that's a time when you give your mother flowers and, well, they figure, well, you got Valentine's Day is for sweethearts, that's for, right? And Mother's Day is for mothers. And then we've got Christmas is for... No, I don't know why. No, we probably should have.
Okay, let's switch to another holiday. What about Columbus Day?
Columbus Day is a day that nobody pays any attention to. Just take the day off and be happy. You know?
Columbus is
Especially, Columbus Day has lost some of its luster.
Origin.
You know what luster means?
Auster.